Hey, good morning, guys. Today is Sunday, May 30th, Memorial Day weekend. Lots going on this weekend. And today, well, I hope you guys are doing well. And today I'm going to tackle, or this morning, I'm going to tackle taping off and painting this number 26 Ricky Bobby Wonder Car from the Talladega Nights movie. So I painted the car white, and I've got the decals, and now I need to tape it off to paint the blue. So as you can see, the main pieces of tape obviously are going to cover the front end and the sides down here, and I got this squiggly here, and I think I have a way I want to tackle that, but yeah, looking at this graphic, this gives me exactly kind of where I need to tape it off. And let's get to it. Check out my newly stained and polyurethaned cutting board workspace here. It allows me to see the decals a little bit easier with the darker surface. If I can get this camera tripod set up right, I won't bounce around so much. So yeah, I kind of like it. It's definitely enabling me to not lose track of my decals as much than the lighter one. So yeah, I was shaking up the paint before. This is the deep blue Rust-Oleum paint and primer, deep blue gloss. That's what we'll be using. And yeah, here's the tape. I'm gonna tape this thing off with, and hopefully we'll do well. This is called Scotch Blue, and I think I got it at Home Depot or Lowe's. In the past, I've been more of a Home Depot guy, just because they were, they sponsored Ken Seth back, 6-7 years ago, and we're a Joe Gibbs company. Lowe's was Jimmy Johnson, so I wasn't much of a Lowe's person. But I have to tell you this story as I tape this thing off, right? My local Lowe's here and Home Depot, there's a couple of them. There's two stores. They're both about 15 minutes away, so it doesn't really, I can go to either one. But excuse me. I went into Home Depot as I'm getting different things for our wood flooring effort, and they had a masks required sign. I don't have a problem wearing a mask. It's not a big deal. Some people get all bent out of shape, wearing a mask and all that. But I wasn't really affected by it too much. But I thought it was interesting with so many states lifting the mask protocol. I thought it was interesting to still see that. And so, put my mask on, went into the store. Well, then, they didn't have what I was looking for. So I was kind of, disappointed. And so I went over to Lowe's. And lo and behold, Lowe's had a masks recommended sign. So I appreciated that. So I'm just kind of, marking off where the line's going to be for this. And again, this isn't a perfect match to the design, but we're going to get it close and try to be consistent from one side to the other as best as we can. I'll hold it down just a little bit here. Sorry, I'm going to get a little more into the camera view here. So that's my dividing line. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, there's no way I'm going to paint that, right? I'm going to paint that squiggly. That's not going to happen. But what I am going to do is I need to make sure that I don't get any blue, south of that line there. So I'm going to completely cover that line. And then after I paint it, I'll come back and I will use the blue to get close to that line, and then the decal will be my, will be that divider from the blue to the white. So excited for the race today. Like I said last night in my video about the I got to be careful here because I want this to come in here, and I don't want it to raise up, so I'll cut that there. Bring this in here. Yeah, I hear my sump pump. Different noises down here in my basement. I don't know. It's distracting to me, but I hope it's not too distracting for you guys. We've had a lot of rain, and yeah. Stinking house was designed that the sump pump required. So, have that incessant noise at times. Alright, this side. So yeah, finish that little story. I go to Lowe's and Home Depot both. Basically whatever they have. As long as I get what I need. They kind of sell a lot of the same stuff. But I didn't do a very good job there. I need to come down from here. And I'll focus on trying to get that right. Yeah, like that. It's got to be up against the paint. And, I've had, I painted this white. I've got at least 2 coats of clear sealer on it. So I shouldn't have any issues there. But I definitely want to make sure that I get this tape right up against that paint, or the metal body, because it will seep in there. I mean, sure, this is, Scotch blue, but still it'll seep in there and cause problems. So well, it looks fairly symmetrical from here to here on that front. Okay. I like to remove the tape shortly after I paint the car, so I'll show that. I don't like to just leave the tape on it if I can help it. So I'll try to, I don't want to put it on super tight, but yeah. I'm more concerned about these seams being tight across there. And when I paint, I'm going to try to spray this way as opposed to trying to spray this way. You know, just, you know, it's not good to kind of go the direction, spraying like in this direction. I'm going to have to paint this back, right? But I'm going to try to be careful just to get it on this back area here and not so much, you know, trying to spray this way on this area. So, okay. And then I like to try to put pieces down here just to kind of protect a little bit of this side, like that. I was shaking up the can before I started the video, so I don't have to worry about that. My fingers, of course, I wash my hands right before the video. Try to do that prep work. So my hands and everything are clean. And it's really not that my hands were dirty, but it's just the oils and stuff that our body generates that I think you just constantly have to wash to get it off when you're working on these cars. I'm just a huge proponent of that. I hate smudges, you know, especially on the windows and things like that. So, okay, so that's pretty good. Let's go over and paint this puppy. Okay. This on here. Whoa. Don't want to drop it. Oh my gosh, that was close. Let's give that a try. Get the can. Did you hear that first few sprays were kind of like inconsistent? And I don't know. That's why I don't like to spray the car right from the get-go. Try to spray over here, right? And then we'll go up. Looking this over, I think I've got good coverage. Lighting's not the best, I have to admit. Yeah, I think that'll do. I can touch something up if I need to later. Okay. Be careful doing this because it's not, I got the tape under there. You gonna rest or no? Okay. Got my little glove. My little glovey. Alright. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to remove the tape. Like I said, I don't like to leave it on there. Whoops. Let me get the camera a little bit closer, I guess, so my chair doesn't hit the tripod. Okay, let's put this back over here. try to see if I can get this off in the same method, or at least, come on. Okay. Just kind of loosening this up here. So the key here is making sure my fingers are clean. I don't have any blue paint on them. Okay. I don't think I need this glove anymore. Kind of using my teeth to pull it off my hand. I think I may have a little bit of blue on the glove, so I'm just kind of putting the glove over there. All right. So, just kind of really super carefully moving this off. Like that. Looking, ooh, so I got a little bit of blue on my finger there from the tape. Okay, so I got to be careful. I'm going to stick that underneath here as I move this off. Alright, I see a little overspray already. Okay. So I don't like to mess with the paint while it's wet like that. Okay? So when I say I see a little overspray, again, I don't know if, again, I gotta be careful my fingers here. But right here, just right here a little bit, there's some blue. Okay? And I don't mind, that's okay, it's not a big deal. What I'll be able to do is just get a little bit of paint thinner, you know, on one of my applicators, you know, whether it be, you know, like a little Q-tip, or I get, you know, one of my little applicators over here. I'll get a clean one. And I'll get some paint thinner once this dries, and I'll just kind of carefully get it off, right? Because I have 2 coats of sealer on this white. It's not going to pull that up if I'm real careful, okay? So I don't see any overspray on this side, so this looks good. And what I'll be able to do, you see my little pencil line here, I'll get a little bit of this paint sprayed on my paper plate, and I'll run it along this line. And then that'll be that. You know, and I'll cover this little gap area for this little squiggly. Again, once everything dries, I'm not going to touch any of this stuff right now. So just leave that there to dry probably all day today. So yeah, that's that. Hope that's helpful to you guys. These are all the little decals that I've cut off of the Wonder sheet. What's interesting is the decal sheet gives you 2 of these. The headlights, the Monte Carlo, the tail lights, and the bow ties, even 2 of the Ricky Bobby names and 2 of the Goodyears. So I just keep that right there, and that'll go into my spare decals for whatever may come up in the future. But yeah, so all of this is all cut out and ready to go. Got that, these pieces here. Yeah, I still have to cut this out, but I'm not in any rush to do that right now. I got a few days before I get to the decaling of this car. And these little squigglies were helpful to draw the little pencil lines where that needs to be. So yeah, that's what's going on there. So what I did yesterday, once I got the decals on this front nose of this, I was going to say, Chevy, but it's not Chevy. It's a Ford Fusion. Once I got the decals on there, I got the couple coats of sealer on it once it dried, and then there's, in the pictures you see the bottom lower valence is white on this car. So that's why that is white. And I actually went over that 3 times with my white paint pen, because the first time, it's very faint. Second time it's better. Third time's a charm. And so it looks pretty good. You can see my color match isn't the best. You can see that right there. Again, it's not bad, but it could have been better. I should have done another drop of white and made it lighter. But it's funny, it actually looks like it matches the darker green than that. But yeah. Just about done. I got to do the spoiler. A little bit better on the spoiler. So roof lines are yellow, so nothing more on that. So just a little final touch-up pieces on that car, and that'll be ready to go over to Mr. MB. As you can see, I got a bunch of cars dipped. Was it yesterday or Friday? I think it was Friday, actually. I got all these broken open and dipped in the stripper solution. All those 3 and all of those 3 over there. So those are underway. You can see I got a Supra here that is going to be worked. And wow, I caught the end of the Xfinity race yesterday. Ty Gibbs winning again. And isn't it crazy that it was an unsponsored car? It didn't have any, well, you had a little Interstate Batteries logo. I looked at the car pretty closely. A little Interstate Batteries logo back in this corner. But the rest of the car was, the 54. It didn't have the Monster. He had a Monster helmet on, but it didn't have the Monster M logos on it. And he won the race, Charlotte. Got a little close to Chase Briscoe. He got spun out, and yeah. So here's my dilemma. I got to make some throwbacks. Number 19 throwback, and I've got to make 3 54 Starbursts. But I was thinking of trying to squeeze in one of his. I just got those Monster Energy decals the other day. And I was thinking of squeezing one in and trying to capitalize on his recent achievements and build one of these quickly. This was his Daytona road course victory. But it's funny, I could make the car that he won yesterday with, and just leave off the Monster logos. It wouldn't be perfect because I don't have the Interstate Batteries logo that goes on the rear quarter panels, but I could make up an unsponsored car, and I'm sure Mr. Pato will get those decals. It'll be just a pretty plain set for what he won at yesterday. But Ty Gibbs, man, he's rocking it, man, rocking it. What they say is second out of 6 races. He's 18 years old. obviously he's in terrific equipment, no doubt about it. I mean, that makes a huge difference. He's not racing around in the number 15 or whatever. I'm thinking 15 on the Cup Series. But yeah, congratulations to him. That was pretty cool. Just another note, I was looking at the cars that I need for my collection, and I actually don't need the McDonald's car. I already have that one. What I do need is this Clover car. So I'm going to do a Clover car for myself, and that'll be the last Clover car that I do because I don't have any more of those decals. And not sure it's a big draw, even for my Kenseth collectors. I think a few of them already have it. So, and then I decided with these two, I'm going to do gold on this one as opposed to black. I was thinking black, but I think I'm going to do gold. Yeah. And then, so I painted these rims gold. Got a little gold on the tire there, right there. But yeah, painted those rims gold. And then on this one, I'm going to do silver. And I'll do some silver rims here. So I painted that silver, leaving the little area there inside there black. So yeah, that'll be something to do. No rush, but just something that I'd like to do and probably put up on eBay. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Looking forward to a good day today. Gonna go to worship service this morning. Always great, like I said in my video last night, always great to remember and honor those that served our country, fought and died in battles. Or I heard a sad story last night. We had our Bible study, and kind of a friend of a friend had a daughter in the military, and she was killed in a training accident. Just sad. Just sad. You kind of, if your child is gonna, go to the military and, there's gonna be an accident, you'd rather, hey, I want to die in battle type of thing, fighting or whatever. And here it was a training accident, and very sad. And so, my heart goes out to that family and the extended family. But, the thought came to me, and to us last night again in the Bible study, we're not guaranteed another second on this planet. And, whether you're out there on the front lines in a battle, or if you're just hanging out, driving over to a friend's house, crazy things can happen, and we can step into eternity, or loved ones that we have can step into eternity. We need to be ready to face our Creator, and pray that you guys, recognize the Savior, Jesus Christ, and have Him as your Lord and Savior before you step into eternity. But God bless you guys. Mr. MB praying for you. Billy, thanks for the awesome graphics. More to come on that. So have a great day, guys.